Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Welcome to another edition of the Hehpi Jae podcast. My name is Hehpi Jae, where we talk about a lot of random nonsense. It's been about a week and change, but we're back on the schedule. And you may have heard my stomach grumble. That wasn't a fart. Right now, with me is my good friend, Muscle Steve, aka Darth Maul's best friend, aka Muscles McMuffin, aka I just shaved my beard, so now I look like discount Stone Cold Steve Austin, aka I go to Comic Cons and dress up like the Macho Man because my life is devoid of happiness, aka
Oh wow.
aka I make fun of other nerds and fandoms, even though I am the biggest fucking hypocritical nerd in the world. AKA I will say offensive shit on Twitter, and you can't stop me. AKA the world's whitest black man. AKA Hood Steve. AKA 1996. AKA fuck you Stephon Marbury. AKA White Allen Iverson. So what's up, Steve? How you doing?
I've got more names than Apollo Creed.
I love it. Speaking of Apollo Creed, like, all right, so I'm jumping all over the place, and forgive me. I'm not just like I said. I was telling you off air. I made Puerto Rican cold brew coffee. So this is what Puerto Rican cold brew coffee is. So I made coffee last night because I decided. And I'm gonna show you a photo like off air. To get because my desk was a fucking disaster. I took a photo of my desk so that I can be like inspiration. And when I saw the photo, I was embarrassed for myself. I'm not gonna put it out on Twitter or nothing because it was embarrassing. It looked like some shit out of like Honey Boo Boo Hoarders or some shit crossover episode. It was terrible. So I got frustrated and I decided to redo my desk. I ordered some shit from Amazon. Shout out to Amazon, affiliate link down below, whatever. And for House of Hoot, not for me because God forbid, right? And I redid everything's nice and neat right now. Everything's nice and orderly. And what the hell was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. No, yeah. So my life is together now. So I made Puerto Rican cold brew iced tea. So what that is during my phase of fixing my desk working / living area, I made hot coffee, and then I forgot that I had made hot coffee. So I had a little bit last night, but then this morning I was like, oh my God, I left my coffee out. But now I can have iced coffee. But I was scared because I left it out all night that it would get, toxins and viruses, and I got mad terrified. But I'm also mad cheap, so I don't want to throw out the coffee, make another pot. So what I did is I reheated it up to kill all the germs and bacteria, just in case, because you never know. I reheated it, and then I put it in the refrigerator to cool it down. So that's like, I don't know, hours later. So now, like maybe an hour ago, I decided to fucking take that shit out and put, rather than put regular creamer, I put powdered creamer because I don't have regular creamer. And I had to sift it out with a strain. Whatever. Long story short, I got cold ass iced coffee. It's delicious. Cafe Bustelo, one love, shout out. And that's it. And then, so we're talking about Rambo, and I sound like a psychotic, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what it is, son. I'm trying. I'm trying meditations now. Like I'm trying to because this is the thing, like I said before, on multiple podcasts or maybe just in life in general. The best thinking, the best thoughts, the best my brain works is in the shower. I don't know what it is. But whenever I'm in the shower, I could do a speech for the Emmys. I could do a speech for, the Barack Obama Association. I could sell anybody anything. But as soon as I sit down in front of a microphone, I'm just cursing and slurring my words and being really, really, really hateful and or possibly racist. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My brain stops working. So I'm meditating to try to get that same brain flow going from the shower to the dry land. I don't know what it is, but I'm working on that. So we was talking about Last Blood. So we talk about Last Blood because I saw some articles, and I forget if it's from Slate or the New York Times. Not New York Times. I don't care about Rambo, but some fucking mama was like, "Oh, it's a Trumpian fantasy, Last Blood, because he's going after the Mexican cartel, and they're all Mexicans are treated as brutal and blah blah blah." Number one, it's a movie. It's not real. Number two, if this fucking idiot would have took, and I don't know if it's a man or woman, I can't remember. I'm so angry. Like if they would have took 5 seconds to do a modicum of research. I hate these fake quote unquote journalists. They would see that the Rambo lineage is, like you said when we was talking off air, Rambo lineage. What happened in First Blood? In First Blood, he's going through town as a Vietnam vet, trying to get his shit together, just a drifter, a wanderer. And then the locals start fucking with him. At the very end of the movie, he fucking has a PTSD breakdown and he cries for like 5 fucking minutes. And he's very afraid he want to go riding outside. And then we open the bunk and he blew up. And my friend's legs on the floor. My friend's legs on the floor. I can't put my friend. And he's crying. And this motherfucker right now has the goddamn audacity, the vaginal canals or the fucking nuts to come on and say, oh, Last Blood is a Trumpy and Fancy. Fuck you. Do your research, god damn it. And you said you read the book about Rambo. I didn't even know you read the book about. I didn't know Rambo had a book.
Well, yeah, it was like obviously it's years ago since I've read it now, but being a Stallone mark like I am, I've read most of his shit. In the original book in Rambo, there is no him trying not to kill people. He basically has the breakdown at the start of the film and goes on a fucking mass killing spree. And then at the end of it, the cop shoots him and kills him.
Yeah.
So Stallone rewrote the screenplay because he didn't think viewers would want to see that, and they didn't think that, like, he didn't want that representing like the soldiers coming back home, as just like mental fucking gun nuts.
Of course, it makes sense.
So that's how he's changed that in that film, and then obviously in the second one he has to go back in, get the survivors out, and then he gets captured, tortured, and then it just goes gun crazy from there, which is basically what Rambo is.
Well, that's the thing. Like you said, the first one, it's right guy or wrong place, right guy, I guess, and they'll fuck with him. And the funny thing is, the original Rambo, it was like I read something, it was 3 hours long and it had a bunch of cheesy dialogue, and Stallone was like, oh no, man.
Yeah.
And they fixed it. So in the first Rambo, he rarely says shit. So that's why when he has that fucking, go ahead, I'm sorry.
That was it. It was about like the visual sort of representation of the film, and he barely says anything. But he didn't want the film at first. He was something like the 22nd actor or something that the role got passed to, and everyone was turning it down. And before he decided, and he took it on the basis that he could rewrite it to how he'd think it'd fit the screen more.
And it was good. But the funny thing is like you said, like he didn't speak. So in the second one, like you mentioned, he goes back behind enemy lines to rescue POWs, and then he gets screwed over. Like they turn on him, so then he got to be Rambo again. And then in part 3, again, Rambo's minding his own business. He's just chilling, and fucking his mentor. I forgot his mentor's name. Was it James? No, Troutman. Yeah, they fucking captured Troutman. So now he got to go back. He got to go get Troutman, and it's like you can't. This is during the Afghan, Iraqi, Russian thing. Yeah. So they're like, you can't go back there, John. If you go back there, we can't support you. It'll be instant answer incident. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna leave Troutman, and he fucking goes and he fights Russian helicopters and shit to get back, his mentor, his friend. Like that's what he does. And in part 4, you fast forward many years later, Rambo, what's he doing? Again, minding his own fucking business and minding his own business in Thailand. Just, I'm hunting and fishing. I'm living my life on a boat, just chilling, not bothering nobody. Peaceful man. And then some fucking hippies, we're going to go to Burma to fucking da-da-da-da-da-da. And what happened? The Burmese army he's like, I don't know if it's a good idea. And they're like, you got weapons? And they're like, no. So he's like, well, it's a bad idea. So they go to fucking Burma. And, they get captured. Some people get killed. And Rambo got to fucking he got to save these civilians from the little terrorist Burmese motherfucker, especially the little tiny motherfucker. I hate his ass.
Yep.
He gets, and it's violent because Rambo is a soldier. You don't fuck with Rambo. Killing is easy as breathing. He'll murder you. So now in the new one, Last Blood, a.k.a. the Trumpian Fancy, you fucking pendejo. It's, he's, again, chilling, mind his own business, got a little ranch. I'm just going by the trailers because I ain't seen the movie. Mind his business in the trailer, got his own little ranch. He's chilling, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected. The cartel gets involved and they kidnap this motherfucker's niece. The Rambo tries from the trailer peacefully amongst the fucking, he tries to give these people a chance, like, hey man, I just want to get about my niece, and they fuck him up. They leave him for dead. So now Rambo gotta fuck the whole shit up. He gotta fuck everybody up. And you're gonna just fucking sit there. And you're gonna tell me it's a Trumpian Fancy. Suck my dick. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I hate these people. They're fucking garbage. They don't know shit, man. How dare you besmirch the name of John Rambo, man? I wish you knew Sylvester Stallone so he could fucking give me the power to tell you to go fuck yourself. Shitty ass writer. I hope you ain't getting nothing for that article either. I hope you got fucking 5 pennies in a food stamp, you fuck. God damn, man. You try to ruin everything. But I bet you if we had a fucking Captain Marvel 3, yay, this is great, right? I wonder why, right? You hypocritical, biased motherfucker. It's like, come on, man. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. Don't even review movies. You're not qualified to review movies. And I'm not angry about that per se. It's just that these people like,
someone has lit the blue touch paper tonight.
It bleeds into everything else, man. It bleeds into everything else. You know how another beautiful transition. Unless you have any other thoughts about Rambo, because I have a beautiful transition almost.
I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, you saw it.
However,
don't spoil.
It didn't feel like a Rambo film.
Ah, really?
Because Rambo is if you watch the other ones,
no dialogue.
Like
He's just do stuff.
Nah, there's lots of dialogue for a Rambo film, but like the look, he has sort of longer hair, the headband, machine guns. Okay. In this one, it's basically, I mean, it's far-fetched because it's Rambo. So the first sort of half of the story is basically setting up the ending, which is, and it's a bit far-fetched at the start, but then it turns into Home Alone for adults.
Yeah, because they come after him. I remember that part, yeah.
So he sort of goads them into coming after him, and then he turns his farm into like fucking Kevin McAllister's house. But instead of like Lego on the floor, it's like claymores and spikes. Yeah. And then
sorry.
I don't want to spoil it for you without telling you the ending or like telling you bits. But
all right, don't spoil it.
They didn't need to call it Rambo. It could have been called anything else, and you could have just watched it as like an action film,
really,
like that. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Rambo film. The last one that they did, even though it was like 20 years after Rambo 3, still felt like a Rambo-y film because it was like in the jungle. He's there with his bow and arrow. He's got his long hair and his look and everything. Like the main thing that pissed me off about this one was he didn't wear his headband. He's just an old guy riding his horse on a ranch, basically.
Because he's fucking retired, man. You got to retire sometimes. Troutman's in the ground, probably. I don't fucking know.
He was retired in the last one. He was in his little fishing village. But then when he got called on, he dug out his knife, his headband, and his bow and arrow. You know what I mean? There's the look as well. You got to strike fear into those bitches.
Even then, like they're saying it's a Trumpian fantasy, but in this one they're actually coming after him. What about war? What about Trump's wall? You fucks. He I would build a wall and make it 10 feet high. And like, oh, word, and they come to get him. Fucking dicks.
Trump's wall in this one is like a shitty little barbed wire fence with a sign on it saying "American border do not cross," and they just sort of walk over it.
Oh, of course, that's probably what triggered. That's probably what triggered the person. Oh my God, it's not the accurate wall. It is an accurate depiction of the wall. It's not a lot, depending on where you go. So, like I said, the reason I get so worked up about this kind of thing is because it bleeds over into other media. So I'm pretty sure you're a comedy guy, but you're not like a super duper comedy guy. I like. I'm not ultra comedian guy, but I know enough. So I'm sure you heard about the Shane Gillis dude with the Chinese bullshit on the podcast and how he lost his job at SNL. So that's not a problem.
And is it Saturday Night Live or something? Then got sacked for some old video or something.
So it was a podcast from last year where he was like, being dumb about Asians, and I'm not gonna condone it, but it was, in the grand scheme of things, it's like it's edgy white guy comedy. It is what it is. You like it or you don't like it. So the funny thing is, the guy who went after him, right? The guy who did the hip piece, his name is like Seth Simon, right? Now this motherfucker, and I did a video about it. He's a really bad comedian. Like he's not good. His claim to fame is a video about spoken bird fucking poetry. And he's just making bird noises. It is the most cringiest alt comic white guy horseshit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Watching that video made me want to punch myself for just watching it in the eyes. So this fucking mama, what he did is before he writes his article and it came to light, he deleted about 6,000 plus tweets before he wrote his article, his own shit, right? So he writes this whole thing about the Shane Gillis, the comedian, being a blah 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 blah. So some of the tweets came out that the guy deleted, not all of them. Like he missed a couple of them, but they were very in the vein of there was some Jew jokes in there, and they were very in the suspect vein. So if those got free, I'm trying to figure so amongst that, what about the 6,000 plus or whatever they got deleted? I'm sure it was garbage. So my thing is, you got to keep that same energy. Like you're gonna go after one guy for saying a bunch of bullshit, right? But you did just as bad, but you deleted your shit. So that doesn't make you any better. That's the kind of shit that gets me. That kind of shit gets my goat, because that happens in all sorts of mediums rather. There was go ahead.
So I'll just interrupt you for a second. It's like Eddie Murphy. He's come out now and apologized for shit that he said on like Raw.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, it was on Twitter yesterday saying that he feels bad about some of the stuff he said. Now, like,
Well, that's fair because it's a different time.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but don't apologize for it now.
You know what? Like, you know why though? Strategic, because he's going to be touring.
He's running out of money, and he wants. Yeah,
he has plenty. Eddie Murphy has plenty of money, dog. Remember that when we stopped giving a fuck about Eddie Murphy, he was still making family-friendly movies, and they pay like a lot. So Eddie Murphy got money.
And yeah, he's also got about 20 kids that he's got to pay for. Don't give me that shit. He ain't that rich.
I mean, if you look at that, where I'm pretty sure Eddie's in a good spot. But I get what you're saying. But you like being super negative. fucking
yeah, but don't build yourself up by doing that, because Raw was one of like the greatest stand-ups ever. Don't come out now and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry if I offended anyone 30 years ago." Like half the people getting offended weren't even born back then. Like,
that's
fuck
true.
off.
That's true. Hey man, no S better look at my ass when I'm walking by. No S better look at my ass when I'm walking by with his tight ass red pants.
Exactly.
Those are the fucking tightest ass red pants. You know S better look at my pants, man. No S better look at my pants. Hey, F, stop looking at my pants. Like, I don't know why it sounds like Eddie Murphy or Mike Tyson. You know what's funny? I had like this weird like comedic bit about Mike Tyson that, like, if I ever met him, but it would never happen. Like of him. I'll give you the synopsis of it because it's so stupid. I don't know what. This is a shower thought. I was having this thought in my fucking shower, and I was like, man, if I actually met Mike Tyson and this happened, this would be an amazing, like, fucking story to tell. But the story would go that, like, I met Mike Tyson, I was shocked to meet Mike Tyson, and I convinced Mike Tyson to punch me in the arm. And he was like, I don't think it's a good idea. So he so I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. So when I turn my head, like, he kind of does it, but he does it like a fucking anime character. Like, he hits you, but you don't know you got hit. And I turn around like, did you just hit me? Like, I don't know, maybe. And then, like, you come to the moment where you're like, you just got punched by Mike Tyson. So you can either, like, fall on the floor crying or laugh it up. So you just kind of grit your teeth and go, ha ha, good stuff, Mike. That's why they call you the champ, right? And then you meet Mike Tyson and you go home and you have to go to the hospital and you're like, what happened? And you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, well, you hit by a car. And you're like, what do you mean? Like, you have an injury in your arm. It looks like you were just hit by a car going 35 miles an hour. And you tell him about how your arm was broken, but the doctor tells you your arm is broken, and you're like, holy shit, Mike Tyson just broke my arm. So then you go to Mike Tyson and you talk to Mike Tyson about breaking your arm, and something about, he was like, I can't believe that happened. I only used 10%. And you start giggling and shit about it. Long story short, hold on. Long story short, wait. Long story short, you wind up getting, because he sells weed now, so you're not gonna sue Mike Tyson, so you just get like infinite weed for the rest of your life. And then Mike tells you on the side, he's like, it was 15%, and that's the story. And shit like that. He's dumb.
That's a lot of thought for something that's not gonna happen.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is what happens in the shower. In the shower, I'm a fucking genius. You're laughing because it's funny. But as soon as I get here, it's just like, he's so mad. He's so fucking mad. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I think I suffer from depression or some shit, or bipolarism or something. When the water hits my tushy, I get all calm and soothing and shit. Maybe the Xanax or something. I don't know, man. Shit is crazy. So, like I was saying, what happened?
Oh my!
What happened?
How have I known you all this time and didn't know?
Didn't know what?
That you can do voices like Mike Tyson and Eddie Murphy.
I don't fucking know, man. It's because I'm right now. I'm somewhat calm, because usually what happens, the gimmick is that I'll go and I'll do a voice and it'll be an Irish voice and it just turns to Bill Cosby. It'll be Jamaican and it goes right back to Bill Cosby. When I'm actually calm, I can kind of do a voice as long as I know where I'm going with it. But other than that, it's like it just fucking goes, hey, and it goes, pudding pops, and then it gets all fucking weird. But yeah, so like I was saying, shitty Seth Simon is now going after friends of Shane Gillis, like the Legion of Skanks podcast. Now, that podcast basically, it's a Puerto Rican and two Jews who basically Big J. Okerson, Louis J. Gomez, and Dave Smith. Obviously the two Jews are J. Okerson and Dave Smith, and Louis Gomez is the fucking Puerto Rican. Anyway, the long story short is that now that fucking idiot is saying that that's like the alt-right comedy thing. So I'm reading the article, right? And I'm trying, and they wanted to having a festival called Skank Fest. First it was a small festival, and then the one that happened this year in July, they winded up being Louis C.K.'s first set when he came back. And it was a diverse group of comedians there. It was like Louis C.K., Bob Kelly, everybody, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, they're all there for the festival, Skank Fest. So the funny thing about this guy is, while he's writing the article talking about Legion of Skanks and talking about how they're the new alt-right comedy, he lists the podcasts that they have. So he left out every podcast that had a minority in it. So he just made it seem like it was just all white guys. Like, it is intellectually dishonest to do the thing that these people do, and they just continually, seemingly just they don't get it. I feel like it's the project to be who's woke enough, and nobody is, because what happens is they just kind of turn on each other. And there was something that happened recently where they turned on somebody, and for the life of me, I can't fucking remember it, and I wish I could, because it was amazing watching it happen in real time when they fucking turn on this motherfucker, Circular Firing Squad. It's annoying. I'm fucking sick of it, Steve. I'm fucking sick of it, son. Did you die?
It's like you say, though, it's bleeding into everything nowadays, and you can't do anything without somebody getting offended.
It's fucking ridiculous. So hold up, I had something else that bled into that almost. I still got a lot of bleeding shit. Wow, pause going into this shit. So the next bit involves, again, complaining about stuff, trying to be woke. So. And this is like a two-parter, so allow me to divulge this nonsense, and hopefully you can distill it or help break it down. And I also want to add congratulations on your new goatee, and I also want to add to that the best way. Here's a fun fact for everybody listening, or the 4 people listening. If you want to fuck with somebody who is physically fit, just make a passing comment about their physique. I joked because Steve was drinking vodka. I was like, "Oh, no wonder your titties are like fucked up." And he paused for a second. He was like, "Oh shit, man, he might be right." Like, this motherfucker's Diesel, but I got him to think for about 5 seconds that he looks like shit because his titty might be like, his titty meat might be acting up. So just know that if you want to fuck with someone who's physically fit, just make a passing comment like, "Oh man, hey man, are you in a bulking phase, Steve? Are you bulking?" Nope.
Oh, it works.
No, mate. No, mate.
It
Well,
works.
no, mate. Why you say that? Oh, you look a little up top. You look a little soft. Oh. Well, hold on, the time. I gotta fucking go back to the gym. I gotta fucking do a superset. 9 more fucking IG selfies of you just fucking on the bench press nonstop. Just fucking. I did my best. I'm not soft.
Oh, fucking hell. That is so true. It's so true. It's like you keep like a mental diary of it. It's like,
oh my
3rd of August, Jake on his skinny bitch.
Oh my god! So all right, so you can do that. So I say that I'm on fire right now. So I say that to say like that's how you fuck with a someone who's in shape.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So now the way you fuck with a fat person is you bring up that issue. So I say that for multiple. There's two situations. First is Bill Maher and James Corden, which I'll get into in a second. But the second one,
James Corden.
Yes. Give me one moment, please. The second one is Cardi B. So Cardi B had an interaction like earlier this week with a fan, and not really a fan, someone hating. So what happened is the fan was like, "Oh, you should stick to movies because your music video da 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 da." So Cardi B says you should probably stick to your priority should be probably to stick to your diet. So when you go to this person's thing, it's a fat girl who puts in her post that she's working on losing weight. So Cardi B immediately said you should focus on your current priorities, which is basically losing weight. She didn't even say the weight part. So then they started going at Cardi B like, "Oh, how could you say that?" Da, 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 da. Yeah. And Cardi B was like, "Hey yo, I just said priorities." But here's the funny thing, Cardi B's defense. A, she's from the Bronx. B, she's from the Bronx. She's from the Bronx. And D, she's not one of you white motherfuckers. If I'm a celebrity and you come for me, I will tell you to suck my dick. I don't care.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. And we gotta be tired of tiptoeing. The problem with the kids nowadays, or this generation, or maybe even the adults, is they take shots and then when you fire back, they're Pikachu face. Huh? What?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're saying, "Oh, you should have said something. You could have insulted her or something else." No, bitch. I'm picking the first thing I see about you. You got a big ass nose. I'm fucking with you about that. You fat. I'm fucking with you about that. You got ugly feet. Whatever I see first is what I'm going after you. And if you piss me off, I go after your livelihood too. In the sense that like, "Oh, you working at Best Buy? Shout out to Best Buy. No disrespect for y'all, but if I'm in better stand and stay, I'm a shit on your job too. Fuck it, cause you bothering me. I'm trying to live my life, trying to be positive, trying to be a good Christian man, and you gonna come and talk some bullshit? Fuck you. You fat. lose some weight and shut your fucking mouth. Oh, you can't fat shame. No, you can fat shame. Back to Bill Maher and fucking James Corden. Bill Maher had a thing on his show a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, regarding the obesity rate in America. And mind you, full disclosure, I'm a fat motherfucker. So Bill Maher goes in talking about, how we are the biggest we've ever been, how obesity is an epidemic right now, how we just eat a lot of garbage, and how, how fat shaming is not, like, basically we need fat shaming. We need, people to not say that it's okay to be fucking fat. And I 100% agree about that. So he had a bunch of wonderful points because Bill Maher is a fairly intelligent man, fairly intelligent white ghoulish man. So then my favorite person in the world, James fat fucking phony Corden, decides to have his own little tap dancing session where he goes, oh Bill Maher, but when you fat shame and you fat shame, and he completely leaves out every other like idea that Bill said. He doesn't mention the obesity, but he just focuses on fat shaming. So here's the first thing about, and I'm sure you're gonna talk about James, but I'm gonna let you know why I don't like this motherfucker. So here is my thing. When I first saw James Corden, he was the dude who did the karaoke. I was like, oh, cool, that's neat, that's nice, and that was it. So because I go on the internet, like, you run into shit. So I saw a thing that happened about James Corden being a dick. I was like, wait a minute. Because they were doing like a question survey about celebrities and people's interactions with celebrities, right? Like how Keanu is mad cool and shit like that, and down to earth, and Mila Kunis is mad cool, like all these people. And then they brought up James Corden, and then like it just a tidal wave of shit came. So in my head, I'm like, all right, this might just be like some inside Reddit thing where they're trying to just bring a dude down, but like people wanted to pull out all kinds of specific shit, and it basically boiled down to the following. He sucks up to anybody who's above him, and he fucking and he treats anybody below him like shit. Now here is my thing. Here what I boil down to on a fundamental human level, right? If you treat dogs or people below you or like wait staff like shit, you're a piece of fucking garbage. So I don't have a problem with him being a piece of shit. I have a problem with him being a piece of shit and then trying to come off like hey man, I'm the nicest guy ever. Shut the fuck up, you fat phony fuck. Like, I don't, that and thievery. Like, if you take from somebody, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. That type of shit and what he is infuriate me. Robert De Niro, he does not like to speak. He's kind of a dick, but we know that. Robert De Niro doesn't pretend to be a super nice guy. Bruce Willis, fucking star. Well, now he's not a star. Well, he's still a star, but you get what I'm saying? Like, we know he's kind of a dick. So, when Bruce is being Bruce, we don't say shit about that. So, but this motherfucker, he wants to be, oh, America's great. I'm America's favorite TV host. He is the epitome of fucking like fat white privilege. I hate this motherfucker. Not only that, but I hate this motherfucker for during his karaoke show, he tried to hit a high note on Christina Aguilera. Like, bitch, sit the fuck down. If that was Mariah Carey, she would have punched you right in your fucking fat mouth, you piece of shit. I don't like to talk to people. But I'm not going to purposely be a dick to anybody I encounter unless you fuck with me first. If you like, I treat wait staff well. I try to treat all people with respect. Like, I had one interaction with somebody where they were like, they came at me because they thought I was angry. I was like, yo, this is just my face. And then after that, we had like a conversation. They're like, oh man, I thought you was like, nah, you just, and I told her in the future, I was like, in the future, you should, probably just ask because look, I had a long day and this is just my face. I didn't say nothing to you. So I'm not mad. This is just my face. That's all there is to, that's just my face. So it's okay. We cool. And we, had a wonderful conversation. But the thing is, I don't treat people poorly, and I don't climb the ladder either. I don't try to make my name off other people. Like, I know people who could probably help me get my shit going, but I don't bother them because that's not what I do to begin with. Shout out to fucking girl up there but it's like
that was a shock.
That was hilarious. I think that's a story for another day. But nah, it's just like you don't have to be a dick to people and then pretend to be fucking nice. That is so fucking fake to me. And it makes me so fucking angry. And then he's fat on top of that, which makes me even more upset. I don't need your fucking fat excuses. Oh, fat shaming. You know what, motherfucker? You're a millionaire. Work out. Eat a turkey club, you piece of shit. Like, for real. I'm a fat dude, but here's my thing. And even Bill Maher said it. If you have a disease or whatever, it can't be helped, we're not talking about you. If if you're like built like I don't know, Kevin Owens, and you a big dude, but you could fucking move like you a small dude and you could go for like 45 minutes, we're not talking about you at all. But if you need a scooter to get from your bathroom to your kitchen, we talking about you. If you fucking need a scoot for Walmart because you ate yourself into a fucking coma, we talking about you. If you order 4 sets of chicken wings for fucking a snack in the middle of the day because you're fucking sad, we're talking about you. Like, don't do it. I'm a big motherfucker, but I even try to watch what I eat and to the best of my ability. But I also know I'm a lazy fat fuck, and I gotta work on it. I'm not gonna sit there and say, accept me for who I am. I'm beautiful. No, I'm not. You know why I got a beard? So I can hide my fucking second chin. That's why I got a beard. Just for that fucking reason alone. That's why I got the beard going, because it hides a shitload of fat. Fuck out of here. You gonna sit there. You can't fat shame. Yeah, you should fat shame. That's how you get change. How do you think all the best fighters in the UFC got to be like? A lot of them were bullied. Now, what happens if you're not bullied? You think your shit don't stink and you walk up and you get Sage North cutted. You get knocked on your fucking ass and you get retired from the UFC. We need people. We need people to be bullied. We need people to get fucked with, because that's what makes you stronger, and that's what makes you a hard motherfucker. The funniest people in the world were fucked with, were damaged, were broken. That's why they're so fucking funny. The best fighters in the world, most of them were fucked with as a child, and they were like, you know what? No more. And then they became badasses. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need obstacles to become better. And you got these people, oh, it's big, it's beautiful. You know what, bitch? You know what, James Corden? I could fucking beat you in a foot race. Suck my dick, you fat phony fuck. I hate that shit. He tried to fucking get writers on his show less wages on some bullshit. Like, you a millionaire. Shut the fuck up. He treats people like shit. Like, oh, fuck you, man. I don't like when you treat people like shit for no reason, you fucking garbage human being. Take this motherfucker back to England, please. Y'all can have him.
Don't want him.
I don't want that motherfucker. Fuck, fucking dirty mother. I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't hate him like that, but like, and you know what? Maybe one day I'll meet him and be like, hey, are you a dick to people? I don't know, man. I'm just, all right, cool. Well, you better not be. Fucking idiot. Like, and of course, because he does fucking mom Facebook humor, everyone loves him. Or most people love him. Most people with no sense like him. Oh, that's the fucking guy who sings.
See, Vic loves him. And I fucking hate him. He basically got famous over here for being on a show called Gavin and Stacey, right? Mm-hmm. Which is trash.
Isn't he a dick on that show?
Yeah,
that's who he is. That's what he is.
I've only seen a few episodes, right? But because I refuse to watch it because I just don't think he's funny. But he was basically got his rise to fame being the funny fat friend making fat jokes and stuff. And then obviously he launched from that show, and then he became friends with like David Beckham and everything. And then he did all the adverts with David Beckham where they're in like the sauna together, and obviously Beckham's got his athletic body, and then James is laughing at his little fat body. But then if you dare say that he's fat, it's like, oh no, you're bullying me. Don't call me that. Don't get me. Oh no.
Hey, don't call me. Oh, look, I'm the fat guy. Tee. I'm a fat. You know what? I'm a fat guy, but I'm actually nice to be around. You fucking phony fuck. God damn, like.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one.
You can't treat people like shit to get ahead. I mean, you could, obviously, as Hollywood, but, like, don't do it. Anybody listening, pass this along to this fucking idiot. Don't do it. Be good to people. You got people like The Rock stopping, like, he'll be going to the gym and he'll fucking pull over his car so that people don't get hit. Yeah. And he'll fucking sit there and talk to people and be nice. He's a fucking megalodon. And before he was a megalodon, when he had fucking a pot to piss and wanted to throw it out, he was still a nice person. Patrice O'Neal had a story about The Rock. When he was writing for, rest in peace, Patrice, when he was writing for WWE for like that month and a half before he was like, ugh, Stephanie, and left. He said that they were like, oh, how's like meeting The Rock? He said more or less, The Rock doesn't act like someone who's as famous as he is. He's mad, like basically saying that The Rock was just mad cool for someone being as famous as he is. And he's like Stone Cold. Stone Cold kind of act like you would expect Stone Cold to act. But that, it's Stone Cold.
I always remember, I think it was one of his autobiographies, or Mick Foley's autobiography came out, and there was a story in it about Mick Foley, William Regal, and Stone Cold went to, I think it was Miami Beach or somewhere, and Mick Foley and William Regal were like using payphones or something. This was like back in the 90s. And Stone Cold had walked down the beach and he was like, oh, I'll go and get us a table at some bar where they were going to. And then Mick Foley said he'll never forget, like 2 minutes later, Stone Cold with like his bald head, his big chain, and his sunglasses come stomping past them. And Mick's like, I thought we were going for a drink. He's like, I'm not going down there. It's a bunch of fucking queers.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's gone to like a gay bar or something in Miami. I always remember that. I can just imagine him like stomping down the strip.
It's like gays.
Big Jackson dude, just like, I'm not a bunch of steers and queers down there.
Gays. Gays, what? It's like, you know, so Rock was like that since day one, and he's a fucking giant star. So for this fat piece of shit to act like he's better than people, you know what he's good at? He's good at sucking the right dick. That's what he's good at.
Yeah.
I thought he was. Is he gay? I thought he was. Not that anything wrong with that.
No, he's got a.
Oh, okay. So
girlfriend.
There was a story about him like getting nasty with the the story ended with him getting nasty with somebody because there was a baby crying and it wound up being his wife. I was like, I thought he was gay. I thought that was like the thing that they said, but apparently not. It's just like, yo, don't be a dick. Like, for real. Like, I keep bringing it back because that kind of behavior it fucking infuriates me. We have such a short life to live for you to treat other people like garbage when you don't have to. Like, I don't process it. I'm not the smartest guy in the world or the smartest guy in the room, and I'm by myself. And it's like, you don't treat people like that. You just don't. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did your fat ass not get any fucking proper attention as a child? Is that what it was? Maybe you were bullied as a child, so now you want to pass the bullying on? I was just saying that you should bully, maybe not, because you're trying like James Corden. Oh, I was bullied for being fat, so I'm going to fucking bully everybody else to get payback, right? You fucking clown. That shit makes it just, I don't know, man. So fuck him. I fuck him forever. Unless otherwise. Maybe I'll go on the show one day and be like, hey, man, I thought you were a dick. You're not a dick. Fantastic. Only to find out he really is a dick and he just lied to me, but who the fuck knows? I just hate that kind of behavior. Like, I don't like it at all. I gotta hammer that fucking point home because I don't like people to do that shit. Fucking climbers. You gotta climb, right? You fucking piece of shit. Anyway, sorry. Fuck James Corden. So I had to get it off my chest. I really had to get it off my chest. So, okay. Remember when I was telling you earlier about how the cancel culture people, they like to they like to cancel people, but they also have like shit in their closet as well. Yeah. So now I actually remember the story. I was gonna do a thing about it, but I completely like lost track of time. Actually, no, I just didn't want to do it because I got tired. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so okay, so this happened this week, as a matter of fact, and shout out to fucking Mad Michael Bilson for fucking giving me the scoop. He gave me the scoop in the morning, and he was like, "You should do a thing about this." Like, yeah, and then I didn't get a chance to, so someone else did it. Like Pat McAfee did it. I was like, oh, he's like, "See, you missed your shot." I'm like, well, Pat McAfee doesn't have a fucking 9-to-5 job, so fuck you. Anyway, so. This is a story about a man named Carson King. I don't know if you're aware of him. He's 24 years old. He went to a game. I don't know if it was football or baseball, and he made a homemade side that says he wants money for beer. And people found.
Oh yeah. I did catch something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a great story. I was sticking to my seat. Jesus Christ, it's hot. So he's from Iowa. He went to one of the games. He had a sign about beer, and people donated money for him. And I don't know if Budweiser donated first or whatever happened, but long story short, the money he received, he gave it to a charity for a children's hospital. So because of this, people saw that, and I think Budweiser actually came in and donated money to him too, and he wound up donating about $1 million to the fucking children's hospital. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful thing. So the Des Moines paper, I don't know what the fuck's called, Des Moines, whatever the fuck, the paper wanted to do an article about him. So during the article, the reporter by the name of Calvin, what the fuck is this motherfucker's name? Calvin Carson. No, I'm sorry, no, that's the guy's name. His name is Aaron Calvin, rather. So Aaron Calvin is he's the reporter on this case, and he finds two, not suspect, but two edgy jokes from this guy's Twitter. From 2012. So if Carson King is 24 years old now, those tweets were when he was 16 years old, basically an edgy kid. All right, not condoning it, but whatever. I saw the two tweets. I was like, white guy humor, whatever. I don't give a fuck. So, Aaron, the reporter, basically has this. I don't know if we should release this, so we're gonna. So there's this big to do about should we release it, and then there's like, oh, we should because the people should know that that he, you know, like whatever they should know about whatever and decide for themselves. You can't have people decide for themselves because we learned not nowadays people are stupid and they can't decide for themselves because most of them are fucking dumb. And if they're not dumb, if they decide to decide for themselves, you still talk shit about them. You still ostracize them for having their own fucking opinion. Anyway, I digress. So while they're deliberating whether to report about his tweets or not, my man Carson holds a press conference before they even get the article out. He says, "Hey guys, I said some things in 2012, and I'm deeply sorry. This, that, and the third." So Budweiser cuts ties with them. All right, and there's a whole big funk about it. So then the paper, the Des Moines paper, they release a press thing basically saying that they have to say what they have to say and and Carson had nothing bad to say about Des Moines paper, and the Des Moines paper had nothing bad to say about Carson. So the funny part is people look into the reporter Aaron, right? And Aaron has a metric fuck ton of suspect tweets, like a lot. I thought A.A. Ron was a morenito. No, A.A. Ron's a cat loving lefty fucking white guy. That's it. A.A. Ron with his name A.A. Ron Calvin. I thought it was that's a moreno. Nah, that's a white dude. So he just has fucking hundreds of suspect tweets. Hundreds. And you know what? That's fine. That is cool. But don't fucking sit there and be like, I don't know if we should, we should probably, for 2 tweets from a 16-year-old who's now 24, when you got fucking dozens or hundreds of fucking, shut the fuck, you don't see the irony, motherfucker? You don't see it? You don't. So rather than face the heat, this motherfucker makes his account private. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You're gonna talk all that shit about being woke and all that bullshit, and you got all this. That's what they do. The ones who want to fight the hardest are the ones that are sniffing panties on the side, man. That's what they trying to do. Those are the ones. I am so woke, and you know what? I will call you they, she, shim, her, zer. I will call you what? I will call you. Trigger me. I will call you whatever you want. You're my queen. Fuck out of here, man. It's like, so it just, and that's a summation of it. The kid. This is where woke culture has gotten us. This is where woke culture has gotten us. You got a guy who managed to get $1 million for a children's hospital, would have had it otherwise, and you have to put him under a microscope over some bullshit transgress. You know what? At the end of the day, here's my notes to that on the matter. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the fucking day, how about we all shut the fuck up? How about that? How about we stop using tweets as a fucking indictment on people? Because the way it is now, most people use Twitter. Like, I'm sure I got suspect tweets too. You know what? Suck my dick. If you don't like what I said, fucking block me or mute me. Fucking, it's just, it is sad. It is sad the state of affairs we're in when it comes to this cancel culture bullshit. And like I said, all of these people who are super duper woke, especially the guys, what are you hiding, son? What the fuck? Because every time the loudest motherfucker in the room is the one smelling panties, is the one being creepy, is the one calling other feminists cunts, is the one doing all kinds of grimy shit on the side. What the fuck are you hiding, son? Really? Like, for real.
The other thing with it is, right, he's like, what, the tweets were, 8 years?
He was 16. He was 16. Right. Doesn't matter. It's like, okay.
I can't remember what I tweeted 8 weeks ago, let alone 8 years. If somebody came to me and was like, "Oh, you said this 7 years ago," I'd read it and I'd be like, "Right, okay." Well, I don't remember saying that. Like, nobody gives you. I'll post something just to like get some comments and stir some shit up, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm moving on to something else. Nobody gives a shit what I said 8 years ago. You're a different person. Back then, I wouldn't have said no to a fucking goose.
They care.
It's horse shit.
They care. Because they want to get you to prove that they're the best person. They want to prove that they're the most righteous. But the thing is, like I said, they're not the most righteous. It's a circling firing squad. They are the same people that when they get caught on their own bullshit, they don't want to die on their sword. Just how about you just keep the same energy? It's
like, I'm going to change the subject slightly, but it still fits in with what we're talking about now. This fandom menace horse shit to do with Star Wars online. They've been going on and on and on and on at Disney for ages and complaining for them. Make a Kenobi series. It's all the fans want. We want an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Blah, 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 blah. They announced the series. They're all like, yeah, it's going to save Star Wars. So it gets announced that there's a woman directing the series. Well, now all of a sudden it's a shite series and it's going to fail and nobody's going to watch it and Disney have ruined Star Wars again. Like, just give it a rest.
Really? Well, see, that's... Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just horseshit. Like, if she's a good director, who gives a shit? She's directed Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, some other like the hit TV shows and stuff. So if she's got the credentials, why? What's wrong with it? Just because it's a female? There's an account I follow on Twitter and it's called Shitty Star Wars Takes, and he basically just he screenshots stuff that these people have said on like Reddit and puts them online, and it's just absolutely brilliant. I could read through it for hours.
You gotta send it to me so I can take a look at it.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
Here's the funny part about that. What you described is two sides of a different coin, because I'm talking about the lefties. That shit that's anti-woman, that's all the way to the far right. Like, you see what I'm saying? They're the same sides of the same shit coin. And it's funny you brought that up, because there's actually something that ties into that our good friend of the show, not really, Jerry, brought up. I need to fucking find it because I gotta scroll up. It was amazing. So while I'm looking,
it's not to do with Brie Larson, is it?
No. With Brie Larson, that's the thing is I don't like Brie Larson as a. Actually, you know what? It kind of does have to do with Brie Larson. To be honest with you, give me a second. Let me pull it up because she's actually mentioned it here. I think it might be the same thing.
Is this Star Wars trolling?
Oh no! This is not Star Wars trolling. But I saw about that because with Brie Larson did a Star Wars. I said too. I was like, oh no, please. I said a tweet about, and thousands of fans cried out and they were suddenly silenced. I'm not like Brie. I don't like Brie Larson. Like, it's not like as a person, but it's like I'm not like in Captain Marvel. Like, I was hyped for Captain Marvel, and then I saw a part of the movie. I was like it's not that she's just very wooden for me. Like, I wanted I wanted Katie Sackhoff to be Captain Marvel, but she's a little bit older.
Yeah.
There was a couple other women that would prefer to be Captain Marvel. Like, nothing's wrong with Brie Larson, but she's like this generation's who is that chick from Twilight who she's actually a pretty decent
Kirsten somewhat or other. Yeah,
she's actually really good in other movies, but the Twilight thing is what she remembered for. So she's very she reminds me of Kristen Stewart. So I was like,
I'll go on record and I will say that Brie Larson is a cunt as well. She's a man-hating cunt.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that's two sides of a different coin. You're on that coin for this second. But okay, so here's rather I bury you real quick.
Something to do with Brie Larson. I can't remember what the hell it was.
No, but here I got it right now. I pulled it up. I pulled up Jerry's notes. Thanks to Jerry. So basically, it's basically there's a fan of Avengers Endgame, and it's called the Anti-Cheese Cut, aka the defeminized version of the straight white male version. And here are the list of changes for the okay. So like I was saying, there's a version of the Avengers Endgame called the Anti-Cheese Cut, aka the defeminized version, aka the straight white male version.
I know what this is going.
So here are the changes in no particular order. Absolutely no Brie Larson, neither in the beginning nor in the finale, hence anti-cheese. Get it? Quote, quote. Number 2, the Stan Lee theme Marvel intro from Captain Marvel was cut into this. This should be very obvious as this would have been the first movie that it takes place. Women in final battle severely reduced. They should be at home taking care of the kids. In particular, Pepper has no business being there. Does she want her daughter to become an orphan? Obviously. No women, obviously no women heroes roundabout shot. Spider-Man doesn't get rescued by women 2 times. There's no need to. Black Widow does not throw Hawkeye off herself. Instead, he directly jumps. She still rescues him but fails to hold on to his hand and falls down directly. More dynamic and realistic. No Peter Tony talking and hugging in the middle of the battle. That's how you get yourself killed. Thanos immediately notices the stones are gone from the gauntlet. No, I am inevitable. No, I am Iron Man crap. He just realizes his error, has a little bit of time to feel the shock of failure before he's blasted away. Black Panther isn't the first revived Avenger to arrive and gets a bit less time. He obviously is not that important. Also, no Wakanda ape chant. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Female sorceress gets scared of Hulk and just gives him the stone. Their talk was just a giant plot hole anyway. Any science babble that isn't necessary to understand the story is gone. Nothing takes you out of the movie quite like pseudoscience, obvious pseudoscience. Besides, the movie is full of plot holes anyway. May as well stop pretending that anything else makes sense. Wakanda scenes in the final battle are gone. She made everyone... Well, I'm sorry, not Wakanda. Wanda's scenes in the final battle are gone. She made everyone look useless, just like Brie did. No women leader conference. No gay support group talk. Oh my fucking God. No dumb kitchen psychology dialogue. For example, when Hawkeye says, I wish she could know we won. Wanda doesn't say she knows. They all do. She just looks at him sadly in agreement. Nat is fucking dead. She doesn't know shit. Hawkeye isn't a child you have to lie to. Moping / dialogue / filler in the first act severely reduced. Time travel happens after 30 minutes. Most of the constant lame quips have been edited out to give a more consistent, serious tone. Examples: Fortnite, dab, America's ass, etc. No Nebula Wi-Fi. She gets kidnapped and they read her memory. That's it. Tony doesn't meet his dad. It's pointless. They succeed on first try in New York. Thor doesn't meet his mom. It's pointless and boring and more kitchen psychology nonsense. No Hawkeye training his daughter to shoot arrow scenes. Young women should learn skills to become good wives and mothers and leave the fighting to men. Oh my God, dude.
So basically,
wait, I'm not done, bro.
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
done. Yeah. If you know one thing about white people, they're thorough. No Thor being told he can't wield the gauntlet. Hulk simply says he will do it, and that's that. No Quill and Gamora reunion. Hence, also no Quill getting kicked in the balls for no reason. Valkyrie is barely in it and certainly doesn't become queen. After Ragnarok, she should be sitting in the dungeon for treason, making sandwiches for Thor. That was a good line, though. Thor's whining reduced. Sadly, he's unsalvageable in general, but I did my best to make him more dignified. Many little adjustments, tightenings, rescored parts, and cuts unnecessary stuff. No Captain America time travel paradox plot hole pussying out. The movie just cuts to black the moment he travels into the past to bring back the stones. Everything after the final battle, again, strongly shortened. Nobody needs all that redundant shit, and it's boring to watch. In general, whenever it felt like Marvel sniffing its own fart, it's probably gone. Sequence on the ship in the beginning strongly shortened. It's pointless filler. Interactions between Tony and his daughter shortened. It's boring. Post-fight sequences strongly shortened. No hologram Tony, etc. That gay song during the visit to New Asgard replaced with some normal soundtrack. So with that, Jerry was like, "I want to know what you think. I want to know what I want to know what you think." So with that,
I'm gonna need a minute.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, take your time.
Right. So basically, this
Hold
guy's...
on. No. So I called it Avengers Endgame, the cack cut. Crack a motherfucker.
Hell.
Like the amount of autism you need for that, son. The amount of straight white male incel women hating power you have to have for that. That was a fucking tongue twisting word. Wow.
So basically, for his version of the film, you're paying $10 for a cinema ticket to watch a 15-minute film.
No, it's an hour and 20 and there's no women. Like,
right, so he lives on planet gay.
I think that'd be wrong because that's fucking like, no, I wouldn't even say planet gay. I would say planet autism. It's a living planet. Cause ain't nothing wrong with gay.
So he's basically cut out all the storylines getting tied up.
Yeah.
All the setups for the TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with women in it.
Yep. Any powerful women? Nah, we're not having that shit.
But this guy is left in society unsupervised.
This is what I'm saying. The autism is. This is why we can't give what the fuck is it called, immunization, because this is what happens. We get this when you take the flu shot, the immunization. But I don't know what it's called. What the fuck is it called in America? Where like it's a big thing now with immuning your children.
Oh yeah. It's
vaccination. Yeah, we can't vaccinate because we vaccinate, we get this motherfucker. Let me stop. Let me stop. People were like, "You're against vaccination." I'm not against vaccination. It was like, "Yo, for real, right?" Like,
that's. I mean, I fucked up takes, but that. I mean, he's put some. That's like throwing away like 8 hours of your day because you sleep. So what's the point in having it? I know I'm going to recognize my days as 12 hours a day. Like,
dude, that's 8 hours just to write the changes, bro. I just
wow.
See, this is not like the Phantom Edit. This is coming from
the worst thing is I actually like to watch that just to see how fucked up it is.
This is coming from a place of hate, man. Like,
that guy hates women. Like his mom's done some bad shit to him when he was a kid.
His mom touched him in his knickers. Like,
that's insane, isn't it?
Touched him in the no place. he got mouth kissed by his dad in the no spot. Like you,
I'd read this. Can't take that in. That's fucking mind blowing.
Right? I thought you hated women. Let me stop. Let me not put that on you.
What?
I'm joking. Relax. We just know you're ignorant. Not like that. Like, yo, like for you. I don't think that
was a white person that wrote that.
No, it was a white.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of all white people. We are not that stupid.
Like, that is a white man who ain't never touched a titty, bro. Like, he ain't never.
That's a white man that sleeps with a machine gun.
Oh my! He sees a machine gun, never touch a titty, and he demands fucking sandwiches made at the ready. Or maybe he has like a nebbish wife, and she's just like scared of him. He's like, "You're gonna vote for Trump, or I'm gonna fucking kill. I'm gonna fucking slit your throat, bitch."
That's like a Norman Bates. Like, he dresses up as his mum.
Oh my god!
Like, he's killed her. He's got her in the basement.
Nah, he's Twitch streaming right now. Of course, I have a girlfriend, and he goes away, comes back, it's just him in a wig. Hey everybody, yeah. Yeah, Billy's in the bathroom. I'm here now. My name is Wanda. I'm making him a sandwich. He's a great man. He's a great provider. I'm gonna go like clean the floor with a mop because that's what I'm good for. And she just walks away. He just takes the wig off and sits back down. Hey guys, so I'm back. You know, let's play some fucking Fortnite.
That is fucking insane.
It's like, compare that to the Phantom edit, where it's like, yeah, we took out Jar Jar and we took out some CJ. All right, cool, no problem. Thanks, guy. This fucking dude, like, I don't even want to know his name. I'm afraid, like, even talking about this, I'm gonna get his wrath. Listen here. This is why there's no Spanish superheroes. You fuck, like, oh, son, like, that is.
Yeah, I'd read something on Facebook today where someone had put a clip of, you know, the end of the fight where Cap gets the hammer and he's like, Avengers assemble, and like the big battle kicks off.
Yeah.
And someone had posted saying, oh, it still gives me goosebumps to this day. And then in the comments, one guy was like, no, it was a shit film. In my version of the film, the Hulk jumps down from the sky with red eyes and says, Avengers, smash.
Oh, God. Maybe that was the lead producer for this guy's edit. Like,
yeah, I love that in my version of it. Like, you wrote a film, you fucking dick cheese. Like, don't kill yourself. Jesus Christ.
Like, this is the world we live in. This is narcissism, and this is where everyone is told that everyone is great, and they're not great. I'm not great. I know I'm not great. I'm gonna try to be great, but if I fail, I fail. I listen to a lot of motivational speeches on YouTube by Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I'm gonna make it. Goddamn it! But I'm gonna make it on my terms. Look. Like I said, I'm gonna put it into the world because I also read The Secret as well twice, cover to cover. I'm gonna buy my mama a house, and then I'm gonna get canceled, and I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I'm just gonna get the house. It's gonna be paid for, and then you cancel all the way. Could you imagine me with any sort of fucking thing? That would be insane. Like,
I'd love to see you with money and power.
Oh my god, I'd be great with money and power because I don't like to spend money anyway. I'm just quiet when I'm around people I don't know. I'm just quiet, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. Like, I don't treat people badly. So it's like, if someone's crazy, I'm like, oh, well, all right. And that's it. But you know what? I'm not going to say shit about them. If I say shit about them, I'll say it to their fucking face. I'm not going to go on a podcast and talk shit. I'll talk shit to their face. And then if they're still talking, then I'll talk about shit on a podcast. Like, this is the same shit I told him to his face or her face. But I'm going to say, yeah, like, it's just, I can't, man. Like, these people are fucking strange as fuck.
This is what Brie Larson has pulled people to. Fuck Brie Larson.
I saw something about like and here's the thing too, I'm not even anti like women, like when it comes to that kind of shit. I'm good. Like, go for it. But if your shit is trying to be like a certain way, fuck you. Like fuck Batwoman. I said it before. I saw a poster for Batwoman. I saw a poster for Batwoman. I saw I know. I will keep it quick. I saw a motion poster for Batwoman on 59th Street when I was going to Queens on yesterday. I just started laughing. I was going up to up top to transfer to the F train. So as I see it, is the motion post like the they have like these monitors and it's just the image, but it's like moving. So I see it says Batwoman. It had Batwoman and then something about she ready or whatever the fuck, like she's ready or whatever, or now is the time that I don't fucking now it's her time. So as I'm walking by, I just go, I am woman. Just keep walking. It's so stupid. You know, you effectively made it so I don't want to see Batwoman at all.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's fine. Maybe it's not for me, which is cool, but don't come like, when season is over and complain that there's not people watching the show, or oh, this show is too whatever for fucking straight white men or whatever.
That's the next thing.
Don't do that.
Like,
don't do that.
Batwoman cancelled due to low rating because
of men.
Tune in. Like, get to fuck.
Yeah, no. Keep that same energy. If you want to do it this way, all right, that's fine. Do you, but you better have that fan base. If not, don't complain about it. That's on you. Like,
and we all know what the fan base for Batwoman's going to be, and it ain't going to be straight men.
Oh yeah, woman. No, it's gonna be male feminists and feminazi.
There's no such thing as a male feminist.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
What's that? Who is the guy that's just done the new? Is it Bill Burr? Who's just done the new stand-up on Netflix?
Yeah, and just like you said it, like I posted the thing on Instagram, just like that, exactly. That he
there is no such fucking thing as a male feminist. That is the bitchiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Exactly, and you know what? What happens is, men are trash. And then what happens? Like 3 years later, we find out that he was sniffing underwear and fucking chewing on tampons. Hopefully, not getting toxic shock syndrome. Like we find out later. Like, you know why we find out? Because the girl, the feminist lady, she's like, that we were together and he was always texting other women and he called me a cunt. And when I would go to the supermarket, he would chew on my tampons and then he got toxic shock syndrome. We had to cut off a toe and shit like that. Like, I don't know how toxic shock syndrome works. I just know that if you leave a tampon in too long, you can get it and you can actually die. So it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. So I just imagine a man just chewing on a tampon like, fuck it, I like it. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Anyway, right? Back to Brie Larson because we've got wide of the subject here.
Why do you keep going back to Brie Larson?
Because what we were saying originally, right? Is Captain Marvel. She's good in bits, as in like part bits in the Marvel films, but when you've got to watch a 2.5 hour film with her in, she sucks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She's not a background character, but she was good in Avengers because she was in it for like 20 minutes when they needed her to.
Yeah.
And that's what
sucks. Like, I don't want to be, and I'm sure you don't want to be like, Brie Larson, but like, if you put that out there, then don't be surprised when people are like, when what the fuck was it? Somebody's, I think one of the co-stars was like, oh, you're like the whatever, you're like the female Tom Cruise. She's like, I'm the first Brie Larson. Bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I mean. Like, get a fucking grip.
Like, stop it. Like, come on, man. Like, I want to be the first. I want to be Puerto Rican Tom Cruise, but I'm not. He has no fear. Fuck that. But I don't want to be him. But it's like, come on, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to be that extra. You just be like, it's just you give that energy out, and then you get surprised when you don't get what you like. Just don't.
Kevin Feige's been given a Star Wars film to do, hasn't he? So obviously he's good friends with her. So then there was rumors about her coming into his Star Wars film. So she posted it on her Twitter. In costume from she must have been like a Halloween party or something.
Yeah, people so mad.
Star Wars fans went into meltdown.
It's because she's kind of whack. It's not like, I'm sure she's a decent person, but she's kind of whack. You know who I like? I like Karen Gilliam. Oh my God, Gilliam.
She's wooden as well. She's not a great actress, I don't think.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like if she was like fucking Michonne in Black Panther, there'd be a different story. Even oh my God, what the Black Widow? What the fuck is her name? Johansson. She's good too. Like, they're gonna have female Thor played by fucking Natalie Portman, who
it's the same thing. It's like with Keanu. Like, he's cool as shit, but he's a very, very wooden limited actor.
So you put him in spots where it shines. Like, people don't complain about his parts because his parts fit with his style. Yeah. But Brie Larson is put in the spots where she should be a certain way, and she isn't. So, whatever. It's Hollywood. What the fuck? It's not like Hollywood's going to have the first everything, but they're never going to have a fucking Puerto Rican Marvel superhero. So what do I give a fuck about? I'll wait for the first Puerto Rican Marvel superhero. That'd be a nice day. Wouldn't that Captain Wempa maybe? I don't fucking know.
Either Larson or I think it's Sophie Turner, the one that was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Sophie Turner's not great either. She was really kind of crappy and Phoenix. Yo, the fucking X-Men movies are trash. Like, most of them are garbage. You know that, right? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of them are really, really bad. Like, I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they. But on the plus side, Spider-Man is saved. Thank God.
He's saved for one film, one appearance in a Marvel film.
Two.
And it's You know, it's one film.
It's Homecoming.
appearance.
No, it's Homecoming 3, and then it's a follow another film.
And then he's allowed to appear in Venom 2 and 3 apparently, which
is fine.
Opens the thing for the Maximum Carnage storyline. And if they do that, I'd love that.
But Venom was trash too. Tom Hardy was. Let me not front like I saw Venom. I didn't see Venom. I saw a lot of reviews. I was like, oh, disappointed. Tom Hardy is not bad as Venom, but I didn't. I'll watch Venom tonight, and I'll make my. Have
you not seen it?
I read a bunch of stuff about it, and I was like, oof. I read the synopsis.
It's if you go into
remember, you're a Venom mark. So I am a Venom it's mark. Really hard to take you seriously when you're a mark, because like when you're a mark, like when Star Wars Battlefront came out and it was hot garbage, you were like, it's the best game ever. And then
because I didn't buy into the loot crates. If this is one thing that pisses me off with it now, you still get like, this is why I don't fuck with Reddit, because it's like woke people try to be hip. I can't be arsed with them. They still bury the game to this day, right? And it is so far removed from that disastrous fucking launch. Like, it's still got support and new content coming out now. And how long's it been out now? What, 2 years?
It's 2 years. Yeah, but remember, when it came out, you were still like sniffing its farts. So that's why it's really hard to take.
Yeah, because the gameplay hasn't changed and the core of the game hasn't changed. I didn't buy shit back then. I don't buy shit now. So for me, it hasn't changed. They've just added a load of detail to it.
When I saw your stats for when you would periodically post, I'm like, holy shit, he is addicted.
I'm still on it now.
He loves it. He's gonna fuck. He's gonna fuck the DVD. The case.
What for Venom? For Venom?
Oh, for Star Wars and Venom. I'll tell you what. I will watch Venom in the next go round. I'll let you know what I thought about it.
Yeah.
So rather than just make my ignorant statement like a fucking woke person, it stinks. Did you watch it? No.
The only advice I'll give you is don't go into it thinking it's going to be as good as a Marvel Studios film.
Look, it's going to be crappy, but
no, it's not. It isn't. It's not crappy.
It's not as good as a Marvel film, but it's better than an X-Men film.
Yes, yeah, basically, yeah. I went in expecting it to be dog shit, right? I was really hoping it was going to be good because the trailers made it look good.
Yeah,
and I thought it was going to be another Suicide Squad, where the trailer was incredible and the film sucked.
Oh man, that shit was.
I really enjoyed it. Tom Hardy is really good in that role. It was good.
Yeah,
because
I
was
wondering
how they were going to do it without the Spider-Man origin, because obviously that's how the symbiote got all its powers originally. You know, like the spider, it's immune to spider sense and the web slinging. So I wondered how they were going to do it, and they basically worked around it, sort of thing. Whereas he doesn't shoot webs now; he fires the actual symbiote.
Well, no, he did. He would use the symbiote in the comics as well.
Yeah, well, that must be the newer comics, because in the original ones, he shot spiderweb.
Really?
Yeah, you watch the old cartoons from the 90s.
Oh no, you said the cartoons. I'm talking about the comics. In the comics, he used to always use a symbiote.
No, he didn't. I've got comics that have got him shooting web. Yeah.
Am I confusing my whites and my blacks and my browns and my webs?
That's your fucking millennial generation comic.
So wait, fucking in the comics, Venom had fucking webcasters?
Well, yeah, because no, not webcasters. He made his own organic webbing, like just out of whatever. They didn't explain it, but because he bonded with Peter Parker, he like absorbs his DNA and everything, and that's why the suit's immune to his spider sense, and Peter can't sense the symbiote around him anymore.
That I remember.
That's how it got. Like, it amplifies his strength, but it got the wall crawling and the web slinging and the look of with the white spider on its chest and everything, because it was a takeoff from Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, I'll watch it. See if I can watch it tonight.
Yeah. The webs used to shoot out of the white squares on the top of his hands.
I swear to God, that I remember, but I always thought it was symbiote, not webbing.
No, it's webbing, and it was always said that Venom's webbing was stronger than Peter's because of obviously the symbiote.
But I'm not drunk. But so what did he use for the webbing if it was white?
It was webbing, but they never explained it.
God, okay, well that makes sense.
Make his own organic webbing sort of thing.
Oh, okay, so he was actually making actual webbing. Not okay. Well, all right. Well, that kind of works.
That was one thing in the old comics and cartoons which always used to piss me off, which I liked for the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man ones, because in the films, obviously he makes his webbing in his body because he's got the thing of a spider, and it shoots out of his wrist, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I hate the web shooters. I just think it's a stupid idea. Like, if you've got the powers of a spider, why do you need to make fucking
I mean, because next thing, because then
the
you know
organic
what?
thing was a lot better for me.
Because then you'll have webs
Personally.
coming. You'll have webs coming out of your nose or your fucking dick, and you don't want that. That's creepy.
Well, no, because if you looked in the film, he grew, or they popped out of his just below his hand, didn't he? On his wrist.
Wait, in Homecoming?
No, in the Tobey Maguire ones.
But are you? I feel like. Oh yeah, no, no, you're right. Oh my god, I just feel like I found out that like Christmas is fake.
No, you watched the original.
Yeah, I did, but I thought he also made.
No, he gets like little. What would he be called?
I remember when he was web climbing and stuff. He had his hands like little claws.
Yeah, the hairs on his hairs on his fingers grow. Yeah.
So no, I'm thinking, but the bottom of the fingers, like they show like these little grooves that would come out, so he was able to stick to ceilings. But I didn't know that the web was organic. I thought he made the canisters then also. No. So he makes the canisters in the Adam Garfield and the Tom Holland.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, got you. He's learning all kinds of shit. So I think with that, I think we're good. We had a good episode. I'm gonna start hitting you up. Like I'm bouncing between you, Jake, and everybody else. It's just that I just try to get people when they're available, so I don't plan ahead. Yeah. So this is good. I enjoyed this talk, and hopefully, I don't know. I don't have anything to add. Hopefully, people enjoyed it. If they enjoyed it, great. If not, look. If you ask did you get any feedback? I'm like, no feedback at all. No one gives a fuck.
I didn't even know if anybody listened to the last one. I wasn't sure.
Before, at least we got a couple people listening. I don't know, but before it was actually popping a year ago or whatever, and then I stopped doing it because I became depressed, and then everything fell apart. So I'm just doing it now just for the fucking sake of it. So at the bare minimum, at least I get to hang with my friend for like an hour and just talk garbage. Yeah. And pick your fucking. Well, see that I
quite enjoy these because I hate people, so I talk to about 4 different people a week.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Yeah, basically the same thing, the same exact thing. So yeah, and then I asked Dan, like, "Hey, you want to do something today?" He's like, "Oh, I got fucking." He told me to go fuck myself, and then he said he has chores. So I was like, "Okay, well, I'll do that."
What is he, like 10?
I don't. You gotta do it. Oh, the fuck, do the dishes. There's so fucking many dishes. Why I don't know why I'm sounding like that. There's so many fucking dishes. So yeah. So do you, last time I asked if you want to plug anything, you're like no. So we're just gonna leave it like
that. I'd like to plug Rebel Force Radio.
Okay, yeah, plug. I remember you mentioned them during the week. Yeah, go ahead, plug them.
Yeah, that was it. That's the plug. Go listen to them.
Rebel Force Radio, and that's on Twitter, right? Also, Rebel Force Radio.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. They do some video ones on YouTube, and they're on Spotify as well.
And they do breakdowns of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like this, but not talking horse shit.
Yeah,
talking. But they take. It's not like you don't tune in and they're like, we hate Disney. It's just they talk about all of it and discuss it, and it's just good. I enjoyed it.
That's the beauty of a niche when you just you have a consistent focus. I don't have a niche. I just
I've been on for about 10 years. Yeah, I didn't realize that. It's the first time I'd heard of him.
Jesus, that's what happens. Yeah. I'm an ignorant Hispanic. I just talk whatever. Like I'll talk about something that I'm passionate about, and then I'll forget it. If I don't talk about it, I'll forget it. Like I watched last week, because you hate anime, but I actually like certain anime. So I was watching Kabanari: The Iron Fortress, which is really fucking good. It's on Amazon Prime. Essentially, I'll give you a quick synopsis, and then we can go. It's industrial age Japan, and they have zombies, but the zombies are the only way to kill them is to fucking shoot them in the heart. But they have like this metal encasing around their heart, so it's really fucking hard to kill them.
Well, hang on a minute. Zombies are dead. The hearts won't be beating.
Exactly. The hearts aren't beating. The hearts are those kind of zombies. They're powered by some kind of internal energy. Like, and basically that's what it is. That's what keeps them moving, and then they feed to keep the engine running. The internal energy.
This sounds so stupid already.
It's not. It's fucking dope. So the thing is, since the fall of Japan is all fucked up, they have like this network of rails, and like not cities per se, but they have like little outposts, and the outposts, the train stations are actually like the mini cities. So it's kind of like Walking Dead with that. And then they're on these giant steam trains, and shit gets fucking gully. So they have the Kabanari, which are they have the fuck are they called? Cabane or some shit like that. The Cabanes are the zombies. And then there's a new type of thing called the Kabanari. And the Kabanari is basically these people who are rather than turn full zombie, like they cut it off and they're able to become like somewhere in between. They still got to drink blood and shit. And it's a fucking good show. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I like the music. It's fun. They fucking do all kinds of crazy shit and it's wild. So fuck you. But you know what? You're gonna talk shit about anime, but you love space wizards. You fucking hypocrite. This is what I'm saying. You don't understand the hypocrisy in your fucking actions. You're gonna talk all that bullshit, but you're talking about fucking space wizards using lightning and magic. Fuck you, you hypocrite. Suck my dick. Fuck you. Really? Oh, he's wearing a fucking he's wearing a yoga robe using fucking lightning fingers. You fucking pussy.
Yeah, but he's not fucking any underage girls in it though, is he?
No, he's not. The show, there's no underage people in the show. It's basically a fucking
and that's all right. That's fine. That's
what I'm trying to say. It's not all fucking creepy. You fucking weirdo.
Well, that's just reminded me of something on Twitter today. You nearly started another war. I was very grown up and I withheld myself.
What happened? What's the war about?
Because you and Brennan follow someone on Twitter, some fucking anime-loving black-haired girl. I can't remember what she's called. And she'd posted something, and it was showing up on my timeline because YouTube
was it with Brenda and a pillow? Because Brenda's into anime, so there was a photo with Brenda and his waifu pillow in a car going to the next show, and it was from 2008. It was hilarious. Go ahead, talk shit about him. He'll fucking sidekick you. He's bigger than you. He's bigger than you because I've seen him.
He's a lot fucking bigger than me.
He's big. Like I was like, nah, he's not that big because I'm tiny. So there's a photo of me, Jerry, Brenda, and it's like, well, I'm up to his like titties. I'm like, he's big. He's big. He's a big guy. Like, but fuck him. But he's big, but he's not that big. But he's kind of big. Stepladder, I'll fucking shit up. I don't give a fuck. I'm powerful. I don't give a shit too much of a shit about that. I'm powerful enough. I'm powerful for my age, goddammit. And on top of that, I'm going back to the fucking gym. I fixed my bicycle. I have a folding bicycle. I fixed that shit. So now I'm gonna pedal my fat ass to the fucking this gym where all they describe it. It's an old school gym. Just iron and lift. No one bothers you. I saw it. I was like, oh, yes, that's what I want. I don't want no one fucking talking to me. I don't want someone, hey, you want a personal trainer? No, I don't. Now you're scaring me. I don't want to talk to people. Now I'm freaked out. Now you're talking to me. Now I think you're looking at my titties. Now I'm scared. I don't want to hear them. No. It's just you lift weight. It's not open 24 hours, but it has really good hours. So I'm gonna go there. And there's another place. There's another place by me, right? It's like, but that place, it used to be a 24-hour fitness, but then that term closed down. So now it's a different kind of fitness place. But like, the guy commented like, "Oh, this is the first gym I went to that has security." I was like, "Oh no, I'm not going there. That's a hood gym.
Security in a gym?
Yeah, because shit pops off in the gym. I'm not about that life. I'm not about people like you taking photos. Nah, I just want to lift heavy weight and be left alone. That's what I want to do. I used to do that in high school. In high school, I used to do that. And I remember there's one kid named Rennie. And Rennie, like the summer before, and we'll wrap it up in a second. The summer before, he was a skinny Guyanese kid, right? Now, he was kind of skinny, but he was a little taller than me. And then he comes back after the summer, and his arms are bigger than my head. I'm like, that's strange. So Rennie was juicing, but this is the '90s, so it's kind of like, oh, we just make steroid jokes. So we had weight training together, right? And I'm lifting weight. I'm lifting as best as I could. I'm doing my thing, whatever. I'm getting okay. So me and Rennie used to always talk shit to each other all the time, like, fuck you, you fucking Hindu bastard. Fuck you, Puerto Rican. Just, bullshit. You can't say now because people get triggered. Like, I used to be like, hello. I used to go, hello, Rennie, how are you doing today? and he would fucking go, hey, buddy. He would talk shitty Spanish, and it was great. It was fun. We used to all giggle and laugh. So one day he's you at the bench, the bench press, right? And this one kid, I forgot his name. I think his name was Terrell or some shit. But he was always like, he reminded me of like a clean version of ODB. Like he was clean, but he looked like old dirty bastard. He went to bench and he was benching like 200, and he went to do the bench and like someone was spotting him, but like he was trying so hard, he farted and it was mad loud, and he was like, all right, I gotta go. I think you should just pants or some shit like that. So Rennie shows up and he's like, oh, I used to make fun of him. Like, my friend, what did you do? So he started at 245 and he did it like nothing. And I'm like, oh, fuck them. So then I did it because, whatever. So long story short, he gets up to like 305 and then he does like 3 reps at 305. I'm like, oh shit. Like in my head, I'm like, oh shit. And then in my mouth, I'm like, cool. And he's like, yeah, I bet you can't fucking do that shit. I'm like I said with the fake Titan story, there comes a moment as a man where you either just gotta like take your L and be like, yeah, my arm is broken, or you just gotta do it. So he is on shit. I am not on nothing. I'm just a fucking husky lad. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fuck. My other friend, shout out to Nell. Nell was like, you sure? I'm like, I don't know, but I can't let this fucking Indian motherfucker think he better than me. Cause he was talking mad shit, like, and he was like, he was fucking really fun. I was like, oh man. And then he started going to the fucking fake Spanish accent. He called me a pussy in Spanish with his fucking fake Spanish accent. I was like, oh, you Hindi motherfucker. Like, oh no, he's not, he's Guyanese, but whatever, we ignorant, so I call him Hindi. So I'm like, fuck it. So, you know, I fucking do it. I look at the thing, I look at the bar, I'll tell my friend, I'm like, yo, Nell, just spot me. I'm like, look, please don't let me die. I'm like, no, please don't let me die now. Please don't let me die. So I do it, and it is so fucking heavy, son. I don't know what you bench, but this is me in high school, and I wasn't yoked, but I was aight. So I'll bench it. I'm like, this is so fucking heavy. It's like one. I'm like, yeah, I did one. And my arms are locked. I'm like, I could stop now. No, I can't stop. And then two. And then two. And I'm like, okay, what's got it? And then Nell's holding in the bottom of it. So this is, it feels like it's taking an eternity, but it's in seconds. And then I go to do the three, right? And my arm stops like mid-apex. And then I hear him laughing, and he's making fun of me. So I'm like, motherfucker. Three. And then he stops laughing. And then, because I'm ignorant, I go to do a fourth one, and I go to the fourth one, and I kind of stop for a second, and the stopping is like, oh, I can't lift this anymore. So
yeah, it drains all your strength from it.
So I can't lift it anymore. So now, like, again, there comes a moment in time as a man where you just gotta say fuck it. So I got so fucking angry that I went to do I went to go do it, and I did 4, but right as I got to the top, I ripped the meanest one you ever heard, son. Terrell had just come back. Terrell had just come back, and I cropped up the entire goddamn, that whole section got, and I racked that shit. I was like, fuck you. I gotta go to the bathroom. I literally shot up. Everyone was like they weren't cheering, but they were like, "Oh shit, you did it!" And Nell was like, "Yeah." Rennie was making fun of me. And I was like, "Fuck you, I did it!" And I gotta go to the bathroom. And like I did like the DX chop as I ran off, but I felt my stomach. Yo, son, I'm not gonna because the 90s, DX chop was the thing. Like, suck it. I'm not gonna say that I shit my pants,
but it was close.
But it was real fucking close, dude. I'll leave it like this. Rather than go to my next class, I went home because I was like, I don't think I want to sit in class for the next, because just in case, because I sat next to a cute girl. Shout out to Marlena. Like, I don't want, so I went home. But yeah, it's not even a story of triumph, because the next day I was I fucked up my shoulders and shit. I mean, not shoulders, but I fucked up my whole area. Like, my whole shit was fucked up. And the next day Rainy was fine, but I was like, haha, yeah, bitch, ow. I've never lived like that again. I always was like, nah, I'll stop at 220, 240. I'm not fucking like, now. If I do like 145, I'll probably shit my pants for real. So that's my story. I swear to God, like, you see like the girls that they'll do 145 like nothing. I'll be like, oh no, oh. So that's my story of triumph, and this has been Hehpi Jae. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you. We'll catch you next time. I can't fucking end the show yet. God damn it. See you next time, motherfuckers. Bye.